What's up, Epic 7? Before we jump into today's stream, I wanted to give a special shout out to my sponsor, Huawei Appgallery. Appgallery is continuing its special promotions for the month of June, making it even easier to access coupons, offering 20% or more off your Epic 7 purchases and 25% value in physical prizes. Installing Appgallery is simple. Just follow these instructions or check out the how-to video linked in the description of today's VOD. Once installed, claiming your coupon is as simple as checking out the promotion section. Then when you go to make your next purchase, your coupon will be there waiting for you, not just in Epic 7, but in all of your Huawei games. Check me out getting this $100 pack for under $50. And to sweeten the pot for the month of June only, Huawei is offering a special extra 5% coupon, making June the best month ever. You can access the special Summer Vibe coupon only by joining Appgallery's Discord with the link in the description of this video. Don't sleep on this, guys. This special coupon is here only for the month of June. Huawei Appgallery has saved me tons of money across all the games I play, and I know they can do the same for you. Check out the link in the description of this VOD for information on how to start saving with Huawei today. What's up, Epic 7? I need to get a new damn chair. The one I'm in is all kinds of fuckered up. Neville Van Sant, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support. Who we got here? Juan Enchilada, first on Twitch, followed very closely by Beardy. Beardy, you're slipping a little bit. Hey, Cryptus, good to see you over on YouTube. Where's my chat? Why is my chat not showing? Boop. Okay, there we go. Hey, Omrisol, KTHX die. Hello. Today's a lucky day. Ooh, today is a lucky day. Every day's a lucky day when you decide to be lucky. What's up, Sunny Valkyrie? Hope you guys are having a good one. Not a lot going on in Epic 7 right now. I mean, a lot going on in Epic 7 right now, but we're kind of in a holding pattern waiting for next week to roll in. You're under the weather? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Beardy. You sounded a little rough last time we were chatting. Hope you feel better. Remember, alcohol kills germs. All right, so what are we going to do today? Let's just start it out. Since today is a lucky day, let's get our lucky summon. It's a warrior, guys. We got the Hunchback. Oh, look, we got an ML unit. All right. I think the side story minigame doesn't work on Google Play. I have heard that. I think it's an issue with the keys. I have heard some people have successfully gone in and done a there's something in Google Play where you can bind the keys to different keys, so they were able to make WASD and spacebar work on it. But yeah, I to this day I don't know why Epic 7 still supports Google Play, but yeah, I know Smoggate's aware of it. It's been reported. They are looking into it. And that's all I can say. Is there different for you if it's a normal versus a Prime sub? Not really. I mean, it's the same cash out. It's normal subs re-up and Prime subs expire if you don't manually re-up them. I think that's about the only real difference is that, but it's the same payout. Hey, do you think Eulogy is still good for gold and charms? I'm having a hard time saying what to use my leafs on. Mostly I need gold. If you can do it, Adventure 5 or 6, episode 5 or 6 pay the exact same. So episode 5 gives you a little bit more gold per stamina, about 20% more. So if you earned 100 million gold in Eulogy, you would maybe earn 120 million gold in episode 5 for the same amount of stamina. So gold is better over here, and you get chance for bookmark drops, chance to go into the goblin's lair. You get oops, wrong button. You get stigma, or not stigma. You get AP points, conquest points. So everything's kind of better here, with two exceptions. Eulogy is significantly better on the amount of gear powder you get and charm drop. It's about 50% more. So if you got 10,000 charms from episode 5, you would get 15,000 charms from Eulogy. So for charms, it's way better. Eulogy is also 8 stamina per entry, so it's a perfect stamina setup for friendship farming. Here you get 20 stamina per entry, so it is about so that's 8 divided by 5. So it's about 60% better for doing friendship farming. Eulogy is. So friendship farming and charms, you do Eulogy. Just raw gold, you do episode 5. You need both. I would do Eulogy because you could friendship farm, get gold, and get friendship. No, I'm sorry, and get charms. But if you really need catalysts, if you're lean on catalysts, the AP, you don't get any AP doing Eulogy. So really it's like there's pros and cons to both. So you need gold. Gold is similar for both. What's the secondary farm? Do you need gold and charms more, or do you need gold and AP more? Do you need gold and friendship farming more, or do you need gold and chances to get bookmarks and gold transmit stones more? And then decide which one to do. Also, look at how fast you can do it. I can do Eulogy in about 60 seconds. I can do episode 5 in about 45 seconds. I can burst through episode 5 a lot faster because I'm doing 20 stamina time. I can also quick battle episode 5. Eulogy, you can't quick battle. So there's kind of pros and cons to both. Me, charms are always a boogeyman, so I basically just sit my ass down in what do you call it, in Eulogy for a Saint, so I can get charms and gold. Is Requiem Rowana good anymore? She is quite good, yes. Especially with how much of a glow up Zeo has gotten lately. Are you able to get all the pictures as background if you complete the picture minigame? Eventually. The picture minigame is going to be expanding every week. So if you go into the Secret Summer minigame and you check your photo gallery, right now we've only unlocked 3, and then the 2 if you do the husbandos, right? So here we'll get these 3 for week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and then week 6 will probably just be catch up. So yeah, every week a new set of pictures will come out. Looking forward to Sirmia on the beach, baby. What is Eulogy? Under the side story tab, oops. Up one, there's a section called Book of Memories, and in Book of Memories there's a story called Eulogy for a Saint. And Eulogy for a Saint is unique in that it's got these stages that have these crossed swords on them, right? And if you're doing this, you want to go all the way to stage 3 inside the sanctuary. There's crossed swords on all 3 of them, but you want to go to inside the sanctuary, the final stage. So you do have to go through the entire story. It's a really good story. Doesn't matter which one of these 4 that you do, they all pay out the same. But the unique thing about Eulogy is the mobs are very, very weak. Second. The mobs are very weak, so Tieria all by herself, if you have an XP boosting artifact, which are not available anymore if you don't, she can one-shot all of them. So it is pretty freaking fast. Oh my god. Range, auto select cell, powder. So what you can do is load 3 units that you're friendship farming in here and just press auto and she shoots them. And here's what's unique. Most stages only have 3 levels, right? This is our 3rd level, but wait, there's more. There's a 4th level and there is a 5th level. And that's what makes Eulogy so much better is the 5 levels means there's 20% more fights. That's 20% more chances for mobs to drop random charms, for mobs to drop random stigma, for mobs to drop random gold. And that's why this outspaces everything else, is you have 20% increase to the mobs you're fighting, 20% increase to the stigma you're earning, the charms you're getting, and the chance for powder. And that's what makes this a really nice charm farm. You will notice, though, that there are no catalysts. You can't select catalysts. You don't earn any AP, no adventure points. But you can friendship farm 3 units. It's 8 stamina per entry, so it's perfect efficiency for friendship farming. And you get a ton of charms and stigma. And it's easy. It is the easiest farm out there. So for newer players who are looking to friendship farm and level up units and get stuff, it is way, way better. But episode 5 does pay a little bit more gold. But episode 5, even if you have a really, really well-built team, about the best you're going to be able to do in episode 5 is a 2-man farm. That is, or a 2-woman farm. Now you can, with a super giga ultra gear scored Arbiter Vildred, do a 1-unit clear. It is not fast, but a solo RB can 1 clear, so you could theoretically friendship farm and get the higher gold. You can do that. You can quick battle over here. The nice thing about episode 5 is it does drop these little catalysts. It does drop AP, so you get additional AP, and it's a little bit more gold. So yeah, you kind of pick and choose. If you decide to do Eulogy for a Saint, be freaking careful with this part right here. See how I have all quests cleared, rewards are available, never collect it. Never, ever, ever collect it. Because if you collect it, if I clicked receive reward and got this like absolute garbage tier artifact that you're never going to use anywhere, then the exterior would change from a giant green adventure button right here, giant green adventure button, that would change to look like this, a small adventure button and a record complete button. And if you ever click that record complete button, you get the final rewards, which for Eulogy are again, I think it's a Basque imprint and another one of those shitter artifacts. You do that, it will close Eulogy for a Saint. You can never go back in. You lose one of the best farms of the game. Smilegate will not reopen it for you. You are just shit out of luck. Now, if you've done that, have you bricked your account? No, you've just removed one of the better farms from the game. Now you have to farm episode 5. So that's pretty much it. And whether you farm Eulogy or episode 5, it just depends what you need more. What's a good to unlock after Eulogy for a Saint? I mean, you'll want to do Rengar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival. This is, I believe is it this one or is it Bittersweet? One of these you have to do to get your Tamarin. But I like Rengar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival because it's got this artifact, and this artifact is the highest gear score artifact in the game. 16% crit chance to everybody on the team. This makes a lot of PvE possible. So this is a really, really nice one to pick up. This is also where you get Otherworldly Machine, which is a devastatingly good artifact. Saria wants this. I would recommend not fusing them all. I would keep 2 copies and just use bottles to make them both plus 30. That's what I did. So I think this is probably the one, just because the artifacts in it are so freaking broken. I think Chaotic Full Moon Festival is very, very worth getting. Unrecorded History is worth getting because it doesn't cost these milestones. It just costs some gold to open, and it's a nice story and a good farm. Bittersweet is the one you need to do to get Tamarin. Outside of that, if you want to get the Alexa skin, Lord of Summer is a good one to get the specialty change Alexa, but she's not really used anywhere in the game. It's mostly just a cosmetic. Holy Order of the Blue Cross and the Mysterious Island, also known with Nuns Explore Cave with a Hungry Dragon. This is where you can get super duper water gun shooters as a nice PvE artifact. It's also where you can get Kana as a pet. Nice little one. This is where you can get Card of Sweet Miracle, Card of Small Miracles. This has to be plus 30 to be the same quality as Super Duper Water Gun Shooter, but you can run both of them on the same team. So this one's kind of nice. But the other nice thing about Sweet Miracle is it's the only, or Small Miracle is it's the only place where you can get skin tickets as a reward. So those of you who want to go buy some skins, you know, you can do this to get some skin tickets. And Chatty used to be a really sought-after artifact, but it's not really used anymore. So some of them are pretty good. I think because it's very expensive, right? These things cost 900 Sky Stones to buy. It's very expensive. So I always recommend Eulogy. I would strongly recommend Chaotic Full Moon Festival. And, of course, Bittersweet to get your Tamarin from Connections. I think that's it. If you want to open the other ones, oh, well, yeah, and unrecorded because it's pretty much free. It's just some gold. But other than that, I think the other ones are nice, but they aren't really worth 900 Sky Stones. I don't think they should make it less than 900. I do think that they should give out more of these. I think right now you only get 1 or 2 of these for free. And that's enough to do Eulogy, Rangars, and then you got to dish out 900 on your own to do Bittersweet. I think they should give at least 1 more for free, or, you know, maybe add them to the guild shop, 1 purchase per year or something. Anyway, but make damn sure you do not close it out. Now, I mean, this one you'll probably want to close out Rangar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival so that you can get your last Midnight Bloom and all of your otherworldly machineries. Oh, this is also where you get your imprints for Yuna, by the way. So you get free imprints for your Yuna in here. So yeah, this one's very good. There's no reason to keep this one open. You can lock it and close it when you're done. You can lock this and close it when you're done. You'll need to do that to get your final Kazran and your Strength of Ilrios. That's fine. The only one you never want to close, you never want to lock out, is Eulogy. Leave that one open forever because unlike all the others, this one is a farm. The other ones you don't farm. Just one and done them. How am I this Sunday? I'm doing pretty good. When you do Rangar's Chaotic Full Moon Festival, keep multiples of this artifact. You will be glad you did. I actually have 3 of them, so I'm future-proof in case somebody else comes out that wants it. This artifact is basically summer photogenic for Rangers. Do I have a video on this? I do, I think. Maybe. I'll look. If it's old, I'll redo it. Okay, what are we doing today? More summons. More summons. Today is the day, guys. Today is the day we unlock that light summon. I have no idea who I want, but let's see what we get from our first 5. Arrowwell. What's the best story stage to farm Catalyst? They're all the same. The Catalyst points, the AP points, you get 1 of those per stamina you spend. So if you farm episode 1, it's 8 stamina, you'll get 8 AP per clear. If you farm episode 5, it's 20 stamina, you'll get 20 AP for clear.
When repeating battle in any otherworldly map and fail, does it consume the entry, or does it only spend the successful ones like it does when we single use it?
It only spends it when you single use it. Smilegate does not punish you for failures anywhere except for Rift. So yeah, you're good to go, buddy. If you had 20 if you had 20 of the cores and you quick battled and you did 20 quick battles and half of them failed, you'll still have 10 cores at the end of it. But as I was saying, as far as the AP and Catalyst goes, it's all the same. Now, if you're specifically focus farming, like I've got a whole bunch of Soul Weavers, I need Soul Weavers, you can look for the stages that drop Soul Weaver ones, I guess, but most people just farm for the AP. No problem at all, Tex. Commander Lorena. Hello, PP. You were in my dailies. Okay. We'll do this a little different. The first two people who guess right, what this unit is, I'll mail you a sticker. Your choice. I'll send you. I got a whole bunch. I got Arby. I got some CZN stickers if you'd rather that. I've got Rhiannon and Luciella. Just guess. Guess who it is. Going to be a light 5-star unit. So put it in there. I'll take the first two correct guesses. Who do I even want? Solitaria might be nice. I could build a damage one, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. You get your own Solitaria? Desert Jewel Bazaar? I'm surprised you haven't posted Light Shoe. All right, guys, let's see who we get. Wish me luck. That was anticlimactic. Let me go find that thing. Boop. Free stuff. Get your guesses in. Last minute guesses while I dig down to it. Here we go. Did anybody think of Tekron? Did anybody think of Twisted Eidolon Charon? Let's see what we got here. We got Lionheart, Landy, Elena, Belly and Sermia Luna says, Elena Ruel, Pavel, Tene, Candy, Little Queen Charlotte, Teu, Spez, Maid, Witch, Dragon Bride Witch, Solitaria Bride, Tywin, Spez, Tenebria. Oh my god, is nobody guessing this? New Moon Luna, Lil Queen Charlotte, Suck You too. Luna, Teu, LQC, Luna, Astromancer, Elena, Judge, Kisei, Ilanov, Senya, LQC. Wow, nobody thought of Mr. Charon, Solitaria Shoe. Holy crick. Imperial Ilanov, Lilius, Lots. Lionheart, you want Light Rat? Bossarunka, ML Luna, Lady of the Scales, Tenebria, Crow. Luna, Tenny, Kisei, Astromancer, Solitary, Desert, Jewel, Bazaar. You guys guessed Bazaar before Charon. Astromancer, Lady Scale, Celine, Stenya, Little Queen Star, Vivian, Dragon Bride, Crow, Last Crow, Celine, Faithless Litica, Light Tenebria, Dragon King Shroon, LQC. Wow, not a single one of you, literally nobody thought of Mr. Charon. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Well, that's it, guys. You get nothing. Nothing. All right. Don't panic if you look at your weekly missions and you realize you don't have everything done, because remember, they changed it this year from last year. The weeks end on Wednesday. Weeks are now Thursday to Wednesday, so yeah, you still have time. You don't have to burst through your weekly missions. Let's see, let's do quick battles here. Holy crap, that's Kana. Kana was playing the game 17 minutes ago. That's wild. Let's see. Let's search for by friendship and hide 15ers. Ludwig, let's get you finished. And sure, not Abigail. Somebody who's plus 15. Oh, wait, new girl. Umir. Where's fucking Fumir? Oh, there you are. Ah. I think these missions compound. You can always go back and do them, yeah. I just know a lot of people are like trying to grind their weekly stuff to be ready for next week, and yeah. Better lock that Arunca. I was thinking about I was thinking about putting her in green Arunca, really. I don't know what I'm going to do with that Arunca. It's so weird. What do you do with a third Arunca? You can clear it with 2 units. If you've got really good gear, you can clear it with 2 units. If you've got new player gear, you can clear it with 3. Here, I got you. Give me a second. Where is... There you go. There's a video for how to do high-speed friendship farming. This one basically uses Watcher Shuri and Vivian and Tieria. But if you go to the very end of it, I do show the Bologna Vivian team, and you can always toss Tieria in there and do a single unit friendship farm. You can do it with a really, really well-built Arbiter Vildred and Watcher Shuri. You can do that 2-man team. If you have a Giga Nuclear Arbiter Vildred, you can do just Arbiter Vildred and 3-man do it. Use a Trap Barunca with Crown. Crown of Glory or Crown of... Oh, Crown of Glory Barunca? I guess I could. I'm not sure where I would use it, though. Tristen, you need to answer. Am I safe to do one RTA about every 2 days till the end of season? 16.99 giga safe. Guys, check it out. What you want to do to make sure your arena is locked in. It's really as simple as this. Go to World Arena and look at this time up in the corner. See there it says 12 days, 9 hours, and 14 minutes. You have to do a fight every 3 days. RTA season ends Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern time. Do your own time zone maths if you want to figure out when that is, okay? You do not decay after RTA season ends. You have to do a fight every 3 days. That means you have to do a fight sometime after 11 p.m. Eastern time Tuesday night, because that would be Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. You never decay. So if you do a single fight after Tuesday night at 11 p.m., then you're locked in for the season at whatever your score is. Now, 3 days prior to that is Tuesday night to Monday night to Sunday night to Saturday night. That's like yesterday, so you're good. So if you do a single fight now, right now, the moment you're hearing this, you do a single fight right now, and win or lose, it doesn't matter. Just do a single fight, and then wait until after Tuesday at 11, anytime after Tuesday, 11 p.m. Eastern time, do a second fight. Now you're locked in for the season. A loss in Masters is right about 8 points. So if you are currently Masters and you have, what is Masters, 1600? Yeah, so if you are at 1617 points, 17 points, go in, start a fight up, and if you lose, you'll lose 8 points. And then on Tuesday night, after 11 p.m. Eastern time or Wednesday morning, whenever, sometime after Tuesday 11, you log in, you do another fight, and if you lose, it's another 8 points loss. You're still at 1601. You're locked in for the season. You can literally just lose 2 fights and you're locked in. If you are pushing to get to Masters right now, try to make sure whatever your score is, it is at least 8 or at least 9 or 10 points higher than 1600. That way you get to Masters, you wait until after Tuesday, you queue up a match and yield and lose those 8 points, you are still in Masters and you're done for the season. It's just a little bit of math. For those of you who aren't sure about time zones, it is as simple as going in, and when this number up here says 3 days. Oh shit, I miscounted. I was thinking till next Friday. Oh my god, I gotta look at a damn calendar. Hang on. Where's my calendar? Math. Sorry, Anime Expo has my numbers all freaking thrown off here, right? Okay, so we got RTA season ending on the 10th. So, or the 10th at 11 p.m. Eastern time. This is when RTA season ends. So let's go back 3 days. So that is, we'll put this in for decay, right? So that's 1, 2, 3. So Tuesday night at 11 p.m. That's your first decay. You need 8 points here. And then 1, 2, 3. So Saturday night's your next decay. And then we got 1, 2, 3. So Wednesday night is your next decay. And then we've got, 1, 2, 3. We've got tonight. Okay. So you're going to need 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll need 32 points if you do an RTA fight right now, and you are 32 points plus 1. Let's not take it right to the line. 33 points. So if you're at 1633 right now, you do a fight here and you lose, you take an 8-point loss. Then you do a fight here, you lose, you take an 8-point loss. Then you do a fight here, you lose, you take an 8-point loss. You do a fight here, you lose, you take an 8-point loss. And then you don't have to do anything the rest of the season. You're still at 1601 point. Because you were at 1633 and you're losing 8 times 4, you're losing 32 points. So you're at 1601 at the end of the season, you're still at Masters. Get how the math works? So every 3 days, do a single fight. And if you win, it pads it even more. And if you lose, that's fine. As long as your score was, or currently is, 1633 or higher, you're locked in for the season. Now, if you want to take it up to like 1650, 1660, and then just do it every other day so that you don't accidentally F up and oversleep or forget to do it and then decay out, that's fine. That's actually probably a smarter way to do it. Just do a fight on every even numbered calendar day and lock it in for the end of season. That works too, whatever your method is. But you get about 20 down here in Masters, you get roughly, I think, 20 to 25 points for a win. You only get 8 points for a loss. And since you only get 8 points for a loss, sometimes it's easier to queue up, and as soon as you match, just yield out, just bend the knee, take the 8-point loss, and roll in. You're going to notice a lot of people are going to be yielding to you during the draft phase, and that's just people who are locking in their frame. They're maintaining their score. They're saying, I'm just going to take my 8-point loss and be done with the day and not have to mess with this because I only need to do one every 3 days. So to be good for the end of the season, So to be good for the end of the season, that's it. Is it clear? You guys understand how this works? I hope it does. As long as this says 2 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, you do your last fight and you're locked in for the rest of the season. You don't have to do a single thing after that. You'll get the warning things. It's going to jump up and say, you're going to decay in the next 3 hours. But look over here, and if it says there's only 2 hours left in the season, who cares? You can't decay in 3 hours when the season ends in 2 hours. It looks at your score, the instant this timer gets to 0, and it locks it in. Any decays that happen after that can't impact you because you were locked in for the season. So that's it. That's my advice on how to lock in your Master's frame or your Champ's frame or anything that is not Warlord, Emperor, or Legend. People are pushing for that. You're going to be grinding and being sweaty to the last possible second. Why do you think RTA has more people playing the season? Is it because the frame is absolutely gorgeous? Are you kidding me? People are going nuts for this frame. I'm kind of in a good privilege class because I screenshot these frames and I put them on my pupper and it looks like ass with my Angara. So I'm good. But a lot of people that are running Rhiannon and Luciella, they've looked at their units. It's just it's a very unique frame. It doesn't look like anything we've had in the past. It's a good looking frame. So yeah, expect to see the numbers for Emperor and stuff higher. Are you aiming for Emp this season? I'm going to be at Anime Expo like pretty much all next week, so I'm not going to really have time to push, which means I will have to start climbing from like around 2,400 points. I'm going to have to try to do a 1,000-point climb in the last 7 days. That's a lot. So I don't think I will. What's the next 3 units coming to the ML shop? The next 3 units coming to... It was ML Landy. You guys remember? I'd have to look it up. ML Landy, ML Violet, and ML Vivian, right? Three units that are just not very usable. Violet needs a big time kit change. Landy is pretty much hard counter by so much of the meta right now, and ML Vivian, she can be good, but she's just not worth the gear it takes to build her up. So or build them up. So hey, Pocketful, thank you so much for the resub. Cheers with an ice cold beer. Oh god, this sounds so good. It sounds so good. Here's the thing, right? The balance announcement is in 3 days. That might change our minds. Maybe Remnant Violet gets 100% evasion and built-in lifesteal with his buff, right? Maybe Landy ignores evasion. Maybe all of her skills can't be countered. Now, maybe they do some things that make these units giga strong. We'll have to see. Right now, they're all at best B tier units. At best, some of them you might even say are C tier. 5 days, not 3. Masters decays in 3 days, Cookie. Below Masters decays in 5 days. If you're in Masters, you decay every 3 days. Balance patch is Friday. Yeah, Friday the 3rd is when it's announced. Did I not? Friday, the 3rd is the 5th. The 3rd is Friday. You said in 3 days? I get hit in the head a lot. Gold decay is 7. Oh, gold decay is 7? Okay. I don't know why I thought it was 5. Mecha War. Yes. I heard beer and need reboot. Speaking of, let me just do a maintain fight here, because I forget. If I do it every 3 days, I forget. What's the most optimal build for new Fumir? Fast, speed, and more speed. Fumir, I think she's really good. I like anything that gets rid of this unit. I think if you're a slow player, she's devastating. Right now, I don't mind her that much because I'm just cleaving. But I think if I didn't cleave, I would hate it. You definitely want to pick one up if that is your question. You definitely want to get one. Mine is only 298. Feels like enough. Yeah, she'll need her own artifact. Yeah, I got her at 310. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to let her keep this gear. I'm just not using her that much, but nasty unit. Any replacement for ML Arya in Hall of Trials? Ooh, well, that was tricksy of him, right? That was tricksy of him. Okay, let's gamba. We're gambling, guys. Okay, it all comes down to, do I go second or does he go second? Oh, shit. Boop. Isn't Strays dead? No. Are you kidding me? Activation! Hey, you want to see that again? Bye, Harsetti Picker. This is why I don't like Harsetti, right? She literally makes it a coin toss. She takes skill entirely out of the game, and we may as well just be playing. In fact, rock, paper, scissors has more skill than picking Harsetti. Harsetti is just like, toss a coin in the air and see which one of us gets to go second, and then the fight's over. His smart pick would have been not... I think if he had done something like Flan in the back... You deserve to lose if you draft Harsetti. It's fine. It's fine. Do they have plans to extend the amount of crests for milestone? Yes. They said probably in third quarter that they plan to add more imprint circuit boards as well, and I suspect around that same time we will see the milestone radius expanded. Chances are it's going to be around anniversary. That would be my money. So probably in August we'll see all of that system expanded, part of the anniversary celebration. Ob and Elvira news will come this week or next one. Ob news this week, Elvira news next week. I suspect you will not get... I know if I was Netmarble guy and I really, really wanted a new private jet, I would not let anybody know what Elvira looks like while this is still summonable. I would make everybody like really have the FOMO on, do they finish their RNL or do they go for their Elvira? But it's possible, like, I guess if they do it like on Tuesday, there's only like going to be a 12-hour window where you'll get to decide. But my gut's telling me that probably here is when you're going to hear about, here is when you're going to hear about Ob, and here is when you're going to hear about Elvira. But yeah. Maybe they'll be nice. They've done it before, right? They did it before where they showed us the new ML5 unit while the other one was still on banner. It has happened. But I wouldn't bank on it. If you're sitting anywhere near Pity and you want to save and wait and see, not a bad idea. Just you're going to have to make that decision sooner or later. I wish they'd work on the stability of the PC client instead of getting the gold encrusted jets. Yeah, fair.
Let's do this.
How's your Ob Dash running going? It's fine. It's a fun little event. You just once you get the rhythm down, it's not that hard. Hello, Noodles. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Can Fumir work with ML Teiyu? Yeah, she pushes things back. For sure. You bubble a unit, Teiyu gets pushed up, you nuke a second unit, GG, you've just removed 2 units from the game. What's up, Mr. Joe K5? How the heck are you, brother, man? Hog runs like a fat kid on sports day. Holy shit. Why does Smilegate think RNG and PvE is fun? Man, I don't know. Figure that one out. You're probably like in line for a Nobel Prize in research. I really like MLDN. When can we expect a rerun? Probably 4th quarter. She came out late December, early January, and reruns typically happen in the 9 to 18 month window. So sometime in like late 3rd, early 4th quarter would be my guess. Joe's saying September. He thinks it's gonna be on the early side. Yeah, watch them stick her right in between the anniversary unit and the World Cup unit, right? Points. Things. Okay, we dashing, guys. Wolf and Roses, thank you for the resub. 2 years. When's the collab? Man, if I only knew. Okay, so the trick, if there is any kind of a trick to this, is we run until we get to 50-ish meters, or 40. Is it 40? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to run one more. There we go. Okay. And then we use the run up, and that zooms us. I am out of energy drinks. And then we use the run up, and that zooms us up to 80. And then we can use the protection and walk up. Oh, we failed to run. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We run it. I'm out of energy. I didn't fail. I'm just out of damn energy drinks. Okay, hang on. Let me go get some energy drinks real quick. Is this the new Moon Bunny? It is indeed the new bunny. I do want some gear on her. Whoa, too fast. Still too fast. That's better. Gotta chug more Red Bulls. Yep. Good job, Ludwig. Oh my god, my Ludwig's too fast. I have to take Ludwig's shoes off. I am not muted. Am I? Can you guys hear me? Is this thing working? Is this on? Yeah, I think that is on your end, Mr. Wolf and Roses. Okay, what is going on? Why is this not one-shotting? Oh my god, are you no longer on your... Hang on. All kinds of things are going weird and wrong here. Give me 1 second. Okay, you're here. And I don't need Ken here. Oh, I'm a goober. Hang on. You to Grace of Growth, and we need to register the new bunny that we are friendship farming. can't tell which bunny is which. Not that one. Great googly moogly. Which bunny is it? Oh, 181 speed. Good point. I can sort by speed. There she is. Okay, register. There we go. Why are we bunny maxing? Because every 60 runs in Otherworldly, you friendship 14 a unit, and my bunny. Good job, Ludwig. Watch this hit. I just keep rotating in new bunnies, and I get 6 free leafs. I mean, why not just always friendship farm her and get your leafs? Yeah, you always want a friendship farm, and the front unit's always being friendship farmed here, but the you just always save your bunnies. If you summon a moon bunny, leave them in storage, and once you friendship farm this bunny, you swap in the new one. So yeah, and then just extract them or whatever when you're done. But always get your free friendship. Always looking for little ways to squeeze a little bit extra juice out of the orange of Orbis. You don't have Fern? Use Sigrid. You should be able to do it with Sigrid. No, it works for anybody, but Moon Bunny gives you a Vigor buff, which is what lets Ken auto do his thing. You could do the same thing with Conqueror Lilius. She will S3, give a Vigor buff to Ken, and then he can do it, but people usually have shit tons of Moon Bunnies. Not a lot of people have shit tons of Kens. But just that little bit of farming that we did, we have got our Moon Bunny up to Friendship 6. Already to Friendship 6, and look at that. There's some catalysts and 10 leafs waiting for me at Friendship 14. Don't bother with Friendship 15. You're selling it anyway, right? So we'll take the leafs, sell it, and move on with life. Grab another bunny out of storage. When I run out of bunnies, I'll probably start working on my Conqueror Lilius. I think I don't think she's friendshipped up. Yeah, I'll do my Conqueror Lilius next. Which RGB here should I get from the decked out selector if I already have all of them? Politis. 2 Polituses are nice. Or look for or you want to do this, right? You want to go in, sort your heroes, and you want to sort by memory imprint, and you want to start going down the list of ones that you have that are high that are double S. Get out of the triples. Get out of the triples. Get out of the triples. Come on. Good Lord. Okay, and you want to start looking at the double S imprints that have low Molagora imprints, right? Like my Pavel here. If Pavel was an actual viable unit, for example, Pavel would want plus 15. So I could get a fully decked out plus 15 Pavel, and I could imprint this guy into it, and now I have got a triple S Pavel who is plus 15. If Ambitious Tywin cared about being if Captain Flan, if I cared about her being plus 15, I know you can't deck out a ML5, but you get what I'm saying, right? If Abigail, if I wanted Abigail to be plus 15, this is a good one because I can take her and go to a double S Abigail. So start looking for units that you would want to take up. Well, see, if Ray had any use whatsoever for his Molagora, that would be great. Start looking at your units that have low Mola usage, that you want to have max Mola'd, that you can squeeze some imprints out of them. Hua Young. Hua Young would be a perfect option for me for a decked out selector. I would immediately get a plus 15 Hua Young, and she would be S imprint. Janua, not so much. I would get the S imprint, but I'm wasting all this Molagora. Yeah, honestly, looking at this, Hua Young is probably one of my selector tickets, right? Kane. After Kane gets his buff on the next balance adjustment, I'm going to be using a maxed out selector ticket to get a plus 15 S imprint Kane and just rule the world after Kane is buffed into the meta. That's not copium at all. I'm sure it's going to happen, right? Right? So yeah, once you have got every unit in the game, you kind of want to look. It's not cope. Manifest destiny. I'm manifesting my destiny. Start looking at the units and see which one you can save the most Mola on. Remember, the plus 10 and below, it doesn't take a lot of Molagora. It's those last 5 that eat you alive on Molagora. So typically anything that's less than plus 5, or sorry, anything that's less than plus 10 that you can pick up that you want the Mola, kind of worth, right? Kind of worth. Whip out a sheet of paper, make your ass a tier list. You can also do things like this. You can say, where is she? You could also say, hey, I don't use, or I use Politis a lot, and I definitely want to keep her, but I would also like my Sea Phantom Politis to be max imprinted. So I can fully deck this Politis and then use this Politis to triple S this Politis. So you can actually look at ways to imprint or boost up max level heroes. The reason that my Hua Young has got no Molagora and is only A imprint, you want to know what this reason is? It's because back in the new era, when we got a fully decked selector ticket, or sorry, when we got it wasn't a fully decked, it was a regular selector ticket, is I took my Fire Hua Young and I triple S'd my Argent Waves Hua Young with her, and then I used a selector to get a new Hua Young. And now I'll probably use a fully decked selector to get a plus 15 S imprint Hua Young and work on getting my Hua Youngs back in order. So you can kind of look as like, do I have a limited or ML unit that I would love to shove those imprints into? And I can do that, and not wasting a ton of Molagora. I can imprint up, and then I can replace it with a deck selector. You literally want to go to come on, game. You literally want to go over to Cecilia Bot and build your own self a tier list, right? Do your own tier list and go, just start going through your units. You can filter it by just red, green, blue, 5 stars, and you can tell it to not show any limiteds and collabs, and then you can go through the list and be like, okay, this one's a good candidate. This one I can't get. This one doesn't need the Mola. This one is terrible. This one's a good candidate. And hell, because if you're a new player, you got like 5 or 6 of those decked out selectors heading your way. And even if you're a veteran, I still think you got 3 or 4 of them coming your way. So using a tier list thing for yourself can help you get that organization done. Here's a link to the Cecilia Bot tier list maker for those of you who don't have it. Vets get 2? I thought vets got 3. 2026. Fully deck selector. Oh my god, vets only get 2. Fuck us, I guess. But returners get 4 at least. Oh well.
We need your help.
It is what it is. The thing that kills me the most is this. New players get 6 unknown slates and 6 bottles of knowledge. Holy crap. 6 unknown slates, 6 bottles. The same they got last year. But this year, returners and vets don't get any of this critically insane. Vets don't need them as badly. You think vets don't need bottles of knowledge? I guess the thing that bothers me is if you look at the comparison from last year, vets still got 3 slates and they still got 3 bottles of knowledge. New players still got 6. But vets went from 3 to 0 and returns went from 3 to 0. And the other one was, where was it? They cut the Molagora new players get down, but that makes sense a little bit because there's so much more mullet in the game. There was something else they cut that I was like, why would you remove that? Why would you lower that? The selectors are the same as last year. For some reason, we're not getting summon tickets this time around that we got last year. Anyway, it's basically the same. That's the big difference, is that the bottles of knowledge and unknown slates are in the shitter. Anyway, here's a link to the spreadsheet if you guys want to check out the differences, the gear that you can get as returner, new player, and veteran, the full spread of the rewards, what day of the week you get them, what you have to do to qualify to be one of the others, all that kind of good stuff. I hope I can get notice in the anniversary event. Wish you luck, man. It is important to remember not to use the Epic Dash decked out selector on the units in the path of RTA because that one is a limited pool. Oh, I get what you're saying. Don't use the fully decked out selector to get a unit that you could get from the RTA one because, yeah, fair. Besides Politis, what other units are good to have 2 of? Really just her. The other ones are kind of niche. We do this a lot, right? What are good units to have 2 of? There's really not good units to have 2 of. There's just units that you can find uses to have 2 of. I've got 2 Zeos because I wanted to build one giga nuclear damage and the other one is fast. So if I'm worried that like maybe I'll get outsped by an RNL, I whip this guy out. But if I know I'm going first, I can use this guy to like do nuclear damage. 1 is enough. You don't need 2 Zeos, but having 2 lets you do some goofy things. I have got 2 Watcher Shuris. I've got one that's built nuclear for PvE, and I've got one that's built fast for PvP. That's not a bad thing to have 2 of, but because it's a 4-star and they're easy to get, but not a lot of people are even using Watcher in PvP or PvE anymore. Hell, not a lot of people are using them in PvP anymore, so it's optional. I had 2 shoes. I have a speed DPS shoe that's got a lot of crit chance and a lot of crit damage. And then I've got a shoe that's got no real crit chance, no real crit damage, but has got a metric F ton of effect resistance and is really good to use into Genesis Ross. And I don't use either of them anymore because shoe's not really a very good unit in a current meta. So you don't really need 2. I got 2 Tories. I've got a level 1 Tory for meme reasons because it's funny, and I've got a normal Tory to blow things up. I never use the level 1 one. It's just kind of a joke, but I never really use it. You don't need to. It's just nice to have to, goof around a little bit. Who else do we have two of? I have two strays. I have a strays that's really, really fast and a strays that's really, really slow. I thought, okay, I'll use this one in PvE and I'll use this one in PvP. I just use the slow one in PvP in both cases. I just Carly and cleave them up. But if you're playing aggro, and aggro strays is a pretty good option to have a fast strays, though you're going to want Strike of Aspiration or Benimar's Tachi. That's a limited artifact, makes them a little harder to use at speed. So most people are just going with the nuclear version. Again, nice to have two, but you're probably only going to use one 99% of the time. I have two Singelicas so that if I use one in a Guild War fight and she dies, I have a backup one for my second Guild War fight. It's literally the only reason I have two. Back in the day, you used one for RTA and one for PvE, but nobody does that anymore. Setska, I have got your traditional counter / riposte Setska on her own artifact, and I've got an injury Setska for when people use Bossarunka and Nodos together. Injury Setska on double-edged Decrescent's a great way to deal with HP scalers. I would say I use this Setska 90% of the time and this Setska 10% of the time. Is it nice to have two? Yeah, that 10% of the time, I love having the second one. But you know what? I would have been fine with just one Setska. Probably one of your better options for a selector ticket if you're going for a dupe and that you actually want to build as a dupe. I haven't used two Bolognas in forever. Two Shuris is MLM. Who else do we have two of? There's a world where you can build a normal fast RNL and a world where you can build a slow injury RNL on double-edged Decrescent. Cookie has done that and it's absolutely diabolical. Like 250 speed double-edged Decrescent on injury set. Absolutely miserable to fight against that if you're trying to tank down and survive. I've got a Lifesteal Rylet for all the nuns of places you can use a traditional DPS Lifesteal Rylet, and then I've got a Nuclear Rylet for Trial of the Constellations. You only need one. You could totally just swap gear around to do trials. That's about it. Riposte RNL's too slow. I don't know. I guess maybe. I guess you could, but I mean, what's the point? What's the point of a riposte RNL? An injury RNL is doing something with those counterattacks from Decrescent. A riposte RNL, I think it's just kind of wasteful. But you can give it a try. I think it's one of those ideas that looks good on paper, then you actually try it and it falls down. Again, two Poliduses. You got one that's built for counter cleave. That is a high effect resistance, tanky, lots of effectiveness. It's meant to bust up and screw people over when they try to cleave. And then a DPS Polydus, that's to be used with cleave. She's a book holder who brings extra damage to the team. I thought it would be a cool idea to have two of the Perfumer Biblis. I was going to run one really slow with a lot of effect resistance and bulk to make her stick around longer, and then I built one really fast, and I never ever used the slow one. So kind of a waste of a bunch of resources for that one. Two Lunas. I really do like having two Lunas, although 99% of the time I use the Speed Luna. Running a DPS Luna where she's on triple set, right? Immunity, riposte, and then a third set, either HP or resistance. It's kind of funny, right? If you can't build the speed on Luna, this is a very good DPS Luna. She one-shots free runs. You can do some fun things with her, but she gets let out of the cage maybe 5 out of 100 fights. 5% of the time. Almost never use her, but it is a fun tech and it's an easy build. Let's see. As many Moon Bunnies as you can get so that you can have your normal Moon Bunny and then you can have your Moon Bunny that you are friendship farming, right? Gala Lilius, there was an RTA Gala and a PvE Gala. PvE Gala is basically dead on the weird, rare situations where you need PvE Gala. You just re-gear your existing Gala, so no real need for two of these units. Speed versus damage. There's a time when people built 2 Mediator Querics, a support Queric and a DPS Queric, but DPS Queric has completely vanished and support Queric is almost unusable too, so I wouldn't recommend that. My DPS Queric is in my storage. There is a very, very weird niche ML Peyra build where you put ML Peyra on Riposte gear, on Uberous Tooth, and your average speed is 22 to 23 on every piece of gear, and you've got one of the most insane bruisers in the game. Good luck building that. So not really. Very, very MLM. Lady of the Scales. You can build a fast Lady of the Scales, and you can build a slow Lady of the Scales with lots of effectiveness and effect resistance, or on counter set. The reason would be you can run the slow Lady of the Scales with Harsetti, and you can build her much more diabolically nasty. Tons of ER so she can't be controlled, tons of effectiveness so she always sticks her fears, and lots of HP so she's hard to kill, and you just run her with Harsetti. Versus the speed one where she needs speed and speed pushing artifacts to cut. So that's a viable one to have 2 of if you are a Harsetti gamer, or you're playing into Harsetti. Then you could pull the counter one as well. Who else? Running out of units. Harsetti herself. You can build a damage injury Harsetti. It's probably the most popular build out there. You can build a super bruiser, shit tons of effectiveness Harsetti. You could even put her on weakening set if you wanted to. Her whole purpose is to be a lockdown character with all the stuns and controls. Or you could build a speed Harsetti to just be an absolute, monster when people start drafting slow and you speed tune to team to go after your speed Harsetti. 90% of the time, you'll use the injury one. The other ones are very niche picks. I don't think you really need multiples of her, but she does have multiple builds, so you can go for it. What else? Free Rin. If you were lucky enough to get 2 free Rins, you can build a thermonuclear one. This one's got 6,000 attack at 350 crit damage. She can blow. She blows by anything she touches, but she's dog slow. This one is really fast, like 240, 250 speed on this free Rin, and she cycles and does a lot of damage too. I think 99% of the time I use this free Rin. This one only comes out, again, for Harsetti situations or for PvE. You can build 2 Ferns. You can have your Fern that is specifically built to one-shot Wyverns and a Fern that can be used in RTA. I never use Fern in RTA. She's not that good. There's going to be some Fern defenders out there who'll be like, oh my god, you always use Fern and she is the best unit ever. You know what? I love Fern myself. If you're making her work, bully for you, but I think you pick one aisle or the other and run with it. There was a time when people would do a damage Fallen Cecilia. Those have fallen away. What else we got? Empyrean Ilanov. It's kind of nice to have a damage Empyrean Ilanov and a tanky Empyrean Ilanov, although tanky Empyrean Ilanov is almost gone from the meta. I think about the only place, there are just so many knights, so many mitigation knights and mitigation units that just do it better than Ilanov. Tank Ilanov has almost vanished. I think everybody that is still using her is going with damage Ilanov, but if you want to have the flexibility of going back and forth, 2 Ilanovs can be nice. When I first pulled her, I used the damage one 90% of the time. Then I started using the mitigation one 90% of the time. And now that units like Estelle, Arrowell, Lady of the Scales, all these other mitigation units have come out, I've just gone back to the damage one. Yeah, Tank Ilanov is pretty much dead. Damage Ilanov is kind of the way. No. What else we got? Remember for 15 minutes when we thought a DPS Commando Arena would be fun? And I'll tell you what, if you run Commando Arena with Estelle, you can actually have some fun wins, but there's just better units to run with Estelle. You're only going to really run the DPS version, the PvE version, but if you want to build a PvP, why am I calling her Arnell? A PvP Commando Arena. you can have some fun with PvP Commando Arena, but it's pretty MLM, guys. It's right up there with the secondary Luna. It's something you're just not going to use that often, but you can build 2 Commando Arenas, and it's pretty easy. For those that don't know how to do 2 specially changed units, you pull the unit up, you get it to level 30, you go to the Awakening tab, and there will be a button that says Specialty Change It, and boom, now you've got 2 specially changed units. There was a time for a Speed Sid and a Damage Sid, but he's not used that much anymore. I think 1 Sid is plenty. I think that might be about it. Oh, how could I forget? Balsarunka. Counter punch. Counter punch. Counter rocket punch or counter MOAS. Balsarunka was just about as dead as Tank Ilanov. She was completely fallen off, and then she made a comeback due to a Stell. So if you're running a Stell, or if you're running Monarch of the Sword of Saria, the counter set Rocket Punch version is good, but I think 90% of the time you're still going with the tank Empyrean Ilanov, either on Proof or on Crown of Glory. Is that it? Oh no, wait, we got one other, Bellion. Bellion has like 4 viable builds. You're probably only going to use one of them, but like Harsetti, you can go with the damage injury build. And then you've got your 3F variants, counter 3F, speed 3F, and a third one would be a high effectiveness 3F version where you're not worrying about damage at all. You're just going with lots of effectiveness on counter set on 3F to try to help lock things down. You're probably only going to pick one and run with it, but if you do get extra Bellions, you can make different versions of her. Again, viable with Harsetti in certain situations. I think that is it, guys. Oh, no. What was I thinking? Riposte Arbiter Vildred, 20k HP minimum. Don't go building a glass Riposte Arbiter Vildred. If you're going to do that, you might as well build a damage one. Build a Destro one if you're going to do that. But a Riposte double-edged Decrescent Arbiter Vildred is really nice for defenses and tanking down. And then a fast summer photogenic nuclear Arbiter Vildred, and you can even build a third Arbiter Vildred that is just glass cannon destruction set. You want him to die, then he comes back and nukes the whole team. Maybe triple torrent set Arby. There's 3 viable builds for Arby. Play style dependent. They're both very good builds, but you're probably going to pick one based on your play style. I've got a slow counter Aram for use into Harsettis and with Harsettis, and I got a fast Aram for use everywhere else. As you saw with that last Harsetti fight, doesn't really matter that much. They both work. There was a time when there was a counter APOC and a Destro APOC. That time has passed. APOC's not used anymore. I like having a nuclear flan for PvE and a speed flan for PvP. You can probably just pick one and run with it. There was a time when a tank Abyssal Eufiend was really, really useful. I think much like Ilanov, this has fallen away, and now it's damage Eufiend on either Holy Sack or on Elbrus. And that's it, guys. You see, there's every time I come up with, there's 2, good units I have 2 of. It's like one is very, very niche use or MLM, and the other was going to be your main unit. So don't freak out too much about getting dupes of certain units. It's nice, but you'd probably be better to use the resources to pump into your existing units. Guys, I'll be back in just a second. I got to piss like a racehorse. Oh, whew. Holy crap. Guys, what is the greatest nation in the world? Anybody? Greatest nation in the world. Urination. Whew. I always found that I pissed like racehorse to play races. Yes, core memory, right? When I was a kid, my parents, my grandfather loved to go to the racetrack. That was like his big thing, and people didn't care back in the 90s when there was like kids at the freaking dog track. So my family would always take him to the racetracks for his birthday. And usually it was dogs, but one time it was horses, and we're watching the horses race, and they would always let us place bets. They're like they let us pick the horse, and then they'd go and place the bet, and if they won, they'd give us some of the money and stuff like that. And I was like shook watching this one horse walk up to the gate, and it stopped, and it like Niagara Falls level pissed. I have never seen an animal drop that much urine in my life. It just was gushing. I was just standing there like flabbergasted as a kid, and I was like, oh my God. And then I went over to my grandfather. I said, I want to bet on that horse because now he's significantly lighter, so he's going to run faster. And the horse came in second, and I bet to place, so I won some money. So yeah, core memory. Okay, we have got enough of this stuff to buy some more bottles. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, we're going to protect up. We're going to try to squeeze ourselves to 90. Okay, we failed on the protection. You know what? Let's just super lucky it. Let's just super lucky it. This will take us 30 meters. That'll get us past the 100, and we get the really nice piece of speed gear. And, protection one more to here. Okay, 120. So if I dash it, if I run up, that'll take me to one. Let's do it. Let's dash. Oh my God, I'm out of energy drinks. What's the reasoning for giving us 0 slates and bottles compared to 3 last year? Don't know, man. Don't know. If you find out, I sure would like to hear it. Let's roll some of that kick-ass gear we just got from dashing. Oh God, those pieces look sexy. Okay, the boots can die in a fire. Speed check. This helmet is terrible. This sword is terrible. Okay. Fingers crossed, guys. I'd love to see more attack in that neck. Let's go. Okay, we double tap speed here. This piece is dead. This piece is dead. That piece is dead. If I hadn't rolled a 4 down here, I might keep going for an HP scaler. There's not a lot of HP scalers that use speed sets. Okay. Hit those top stats. Hit those top stats. Let's go. It's okay. We take the speed. We take the speed. This is fine too. It's high rolled. We take it. How are we down here? We miss speed. Ooh. It's pursuit though. I'm going to go ahead and take it up one more. Oh my God, my ER Luna is going to look freaking amazing, isn't she? This piece is a... I think this one is Giga Dead. This rolled great. This is all right. It's missed effectiveness, and that's what we want. All right, let's take it home. Oh, 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 oh. The helm is so good, it's making me not care how bad the freaking neck is. Man, if it hit anything other than the defense, this neck would have been insane. But I guess we'll find a bruiser unit that can use it somewhere, but that helmet is gorgeous. Oh my god, look at this piece! Look at this piece! Cookie approved. Not bad, not bad at all. How does that look on Luna? Hang on, let me... I might be able to actually do something, with my Luna. I built her before and I just didn't like her, but let me see if we can build her now. Oh my god, it didn't save it. Of course it didn't. Okay, we'll just have to do it manually. Mage Luna. It's not even using it. It's not even using it. I can't believe it's not even using it. So this would be my Luna. That is kind of hard to beat. Okay, let's find an immunity piece. With high HP. Potentially. I actually like the 220 speed better. What about boots? Yeah, good call. What about boots? Oh, you know? It's too slow, though. It's too slow. I really want her close to 220, man. I really want her close to 220. I legit think I think it might be this. Go super slow and superhuman her with Nurse. 40k would work on Nurse, and this lets Nurse get banned and still be functional. Losing 2,000 health though, man, for the 11 speed. What do you think, left or right? Depends on where you're playing her. That's just it. I'm not playing her. 2,000 health versus 11 HP. A little bit more ER too. Okay, I'll have the robot think about it later. I like the other one just because it lets me use that riposte helmet or that riposte armor we just rolled. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm only going to whip that out into situations where I'm fighting Fumir and damage limit units. It's really, it's the niches of niche units. I made that Luna specifically to deal with the Fahrakin, like the Fahrakin brigading that was happening in RTA. She was one of my Fahrakin answers, but yeah. I think the 20k 2k one 221 is fine. Yeah, I really might be going back to that. In fact, I'm going back to that because I really just worry 210 is not going to cut it for her. It's just too damn slow. Do we know Ob or Melvira could be Pursuit ER based? We don't know anything about him. There's not been any reveal on it. Ob has prevent movement skill. Really? Where are you getting that? Where is the limited unit selector? I can't find it. You go to your Epic Dash event and you look at your Dash Pass and you slide your ass all the way over to week 6. There's your limited artifact selector. And week 5 is your limited unit selector. Oh, side story boss fight? Possible. Those aren't always indicative, but a lot of times they are. Why did they remove our bottles or slates? I don't know. You didn't buy enough Mola packs. It's your fault. You should have bought more Mola packs. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on giving them out like crazy for anniversary and they didn't want to upset the balance or what the plans are. But, yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Hang on, I gotta publish this video. Okay, here we go. But no, Cursed. I was just going to do a short stream today, which of course, anytime you put the word short stream in the title, you wind up streaming for 4 fucking hours. But yeah, I don't want to kill my entire Sunday off, so just chilling, doing a little E7, answering some questions. Oh, somebody wanted to see my Estelle? Sure. Estelle. This unit is a little overtuned, don't you guys think? So that's my Estelle. Just get her to 100 ER and put the rest into HP. It's all she needs. Holy crap, which carrot design do I prefer? Yo. Guys, which 1, 2, 3, or 4, put it in chat. Which carrot are you guys about? I like it. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hey guys, you notice how everything is collected in the Forest of Souls in the Sanctuary? There's nothing to do in the Sanctuary. It's going to constantly pester you with a red dot up here. And what this red dot is doing is it's warning you there's less than 7 days to lock in your Heart of Orbis, which of course you're not going to do until your last batch on Monday. If there's ever a red dot that's not going away because, you know, you're saving up for an event, you don't want to spend on cheaper shit or the situation, click on your bell notification and just X out all the damn notifications. Gets rid of all your red dots. Save your sanity. It'll be like that until you reboot the game, then the red dots come back. Oh. Power of automation. Hey guys, you think we can solo the entire Tower of Automation with just Rihanna and Luciella? Think we can do it? I think we'll run into issues when we come across Dark Corvus, if Dark Corvus is on this floor. You just saw Toy Story. There's a Toy Story 5? Jesus Christ. How many of those are they going to make? Toy Story 6, live action Toy Story. Toy Story 7, Toys in Space. When an enemy takes 3 consecutive turns, it has a 70% chance to decrease combat radius, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Start of the battle. Okay, we just go with this. Is there a Dark Corvus level still? I don't know. I haven't played this rotation. I wonder if I should put her on double-edged decrescent for this. Just to speed it up a little bit. Yeah, they had a nice trilogy wrapped up. They should have stopped with 3. But then they need a Toy Story 4, The Quest for More Money. Okay, damage dealt increases. Let's go ahead and put double-edged on her. Means I'll have a chance to get hit, but it should make this go a lot faster. Counter. 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 There it is. Oh, yeah. Definitely double-edged decrescent. What do I do with a second witch? Imprint the first one? Yeah, probably. I don't think there's really 2 witch builds. None of these do me any good. Any good at all. I guess the ranger one. I mean, you can always stick it in the waiting room, and that way if you use your witch in Guild Wars and your witch dies, you can pull the one out of the waiting room, stick it on Grace of Growth, and move the gear and use it in your second Guild Wars, if you actually care enough about Guild Wars to do that. Me, I would just imprint. And make sure you take a screenshot of doing the imprint to send to your guildmate who desperately wants witch and never has one. First attack penetrates. Damage stacking. Oh, that's huge for this. Yeah, stacking on her is going to be godly. Who uses Witch in Guild War? I don't know. Some villains, probably. Oh, you know what? I didn't mention that when we were going over our units that's good to have 2 of. Bryce area. You can build a super fast Bryce area, probably the most common version, or you could build either a nuclear Bryce area to cleave with, or you could build a weakening set Bryce area for use in Guild Wars. So Bryce area is legitimately the only unit that I don't have 2 of that I'd like to build a second one. Kind of hoping that I get her with that dark ticket at the end. Warrior. Light and dark penetrates. Let's go. Damage stacking and 20% pen. Yeah, Harseti really did breed a whole new era of dupe units, right? Like, you know, you want to build a, like if you're going to use a riposte RNL, I can think of no better place than to run that with Harseti. Uh-oh, I got heal blocked. That's not good. Luckily, I cycled that bullshit right off. Health is going to be a problem here, guys. This is good. That maxes. There really is no artifact for thieves that gives them any kind of healing, is there? Okay, check it out. I'm cheating. God damn, Nightbot, calm down. Lifesteal set buff when? I don't think they need to buff Lifesteal set. I think they just need to make it a 2-piece set. They make it a 2-piece set, and suddenly units like Rylet have a place in the game. I think it would be a very nice 2-piece set. But man, wouldn't it be kind of criminal to buff Lifesteal set before they buff Revenge set? Ooh, Thief. Increases damage dealt. Okay, 40% more damage. Think they would buff them together? Smugget likes to do things in threes. So what's the third set we buff? We buff Revenge set. We buff, it'd probably be Fervor set, right? That's the only other real shitter set. Rage is good for what it does. I think Fervor set's garbage can. Unity? Nah, Unity's awesome. You have not embraced the power and beauty that is Unity set Ray. Death Dealer Ray on Unity. Revenge Life... Oh yeah, you know what, Joe? You're right. They should buff Speed Set. That's a really good idea. Okay, this one's kind of sexy because we usually kill things and then we do 200% more damage and kill something and then do 200% more damage and kill something. Do you guys keep Revenge Set in case of a buff? Nope. I will farm it if it's buffed. I keep Revenge Set if it is over 19 speed. Revenge is a set. Man, Evan Dariel, who I haven't seen in months, he was the biggest Revenge Set proponent, man. He's like, here's my Revenge Set Ruel. Here's my Revenge Set Dark Corvus. Yeah, it's a 4-piece set, right? I mean, it would have to be, or people would just have stacked it with Speed Set. It's a good point, No Name. It's a good point. Just do 2-piece and say it's only one set. Well, yeah, I mean, you can do it. You can put a cap in there, like, you know, speed cannot be increased more than 25%. They do it with Unity set. Unity set dual attack can only be increased by 30%. They could put something in there, some limiting factor for sure. Remember the scrap set a few months back? Yeah, because they did not want one of the breach sets to power creep existing sets, and that power crept existing sets. That set would have been every single under 200 speed bruiser unit would have used that set. Boosh. Why is it even a 4-piece set? In Summoner's War, it's a 2-piece set. I think they need to come out with some 1-piece sets. Really let us mix and match. Level 1 nail. Who cares? Back row counterattack device. Ooh. Okay, guys. Back row counterattack device. Someone said 1-piece. Oh my god. Yeah, if she kills, the 200% damage is crazy. Yeah, we're seeing if RNL can solo it just for funsies. Blam. Dead. We get the bonus damage. Oh my god, 79,000 damage. Dead. We should get the bonus damage again. 72,000. Dead. We should get the bonus damage again. Dead. 120,000. Bonus damage. 40,000. Back to RNL artifact. Nah, it's only a 20% counter. If it was higher, sure. Increases evasion. Don't need the RNL artifact anymore, baby. What did you miss? We're doing silly things in Auto Tower. We're seeing if Renat can solo the whole thing. We did have to cheat and put her on a lifesteal set because there are no artifacts that give any kind of healing to... Not appreciable healing. There's some garbage 3-star artifacts, but we need something just to take the edges off. Balance patch preview this week on Friday, yes. So, still a ways away, but on Friday we should get it. I don't know if we'll be able to watch it together or not, guys. I'll be at, like, in the middle of Anime Expo for that. Just to go live from my phone and yap about it. Yeah, a lot of people think with how bad the, no, you didn't, Ahmed. A lot of people think with how bad the rotations are for the Mystic Summon and for the Powder Shop and all that stuff. A lot of people think that might be a clue as to what's coming in the balance patch. I'll try, Joe. Convention centers notoriously have garbage can internet. I'm going to try to stream. I'm going to try to Discord chat, but there's a really good chance I'll be like, you know, it'll be like security web camera level quality. When an ally attacks a single attack, deals damage proportional to the caster's attack to all. Oh my god, guys. It just got freaking real. Watch this. Pop. Tristen, try to guess what class Ob is going to be. What is she in game? That's no guarantee, but they usually stick with it. What is she in the fight, Joe? Oh, I thought you said you got to see her skill in the... No, I'm talking about the NPC version. She's a Soul Weaver. There you go. Soul Weavers don't sell super well. But again, we did have Frida. I guess she did okay. When it's not their turn, 80%. I got all these counters. Let's go. Aram. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm down. Summer Soul Weaver. Lulakar. Man. Who is the last RGB warrior that we got? Aki. Aki in January, I think. Has there been any other since then? $93,000. Hecate was limited, but sure. First pen. Guess we'll go with Flow Disruption. Stark. Oh, you're right. Hecate was before Aki. And Stark was back in, what, October? Oh, we didn't kill. We don't do good damage. That killed. 127. Show me a counter. Oh. Okay, so this kills. Now show me a counter. Counter. Oh. None of these do anything for me. Summoner's War is collabing with Fahrakin. GG. God, can you imagine if they ran a Summoner's War, or Summoner's War, if they ran a Fahrakin rerun right after all of these summons that we've done for the summer units? That'd be wild. Okay, that's dead. Now give me a counter. Oh, here it is. Here it is. 84,000 damage. 145,000 damage. It's too good. It's too good. Fuck. Give me devices that are usable. Last limited ranger is Flan 2 years ago. Is that right? I think that's right. I wanted to say Sigrid, but she's a thief. Everyone's going to be pissed and broke. That's like a slogan for gacha games. Play gacha games so you can be pissed and broke. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Another Giga Juicer one. Another Giga Juicer. This is gonna be so good. You thought the damage was high before. They're talking about Afternoon Soak Flan, the only flan in the game. Ooh, 96,000 damage. Show me a counter. Show me a counter. Oh my god, here goes 100,000 damage. So Ob could be a ranger or a warrior. About the only thing she's guaranteed to not be is a mage, because they typically don't double stack classes like that. I don't think it's happened before where both limited summer units were the same class. This is the hardest rank. Hardest rank. I did cheat and put her on a lifesteal set, just to be fair. Oh, now we have a 40% chance to counter in the back row. Things are looking up. Yeah, it's not a very good lifesteal set, but it's getting the job done. Yeah, Ob could be a knight. That, I don't know. Ever since I saw Pillis as one of the tankiest knights in the game, I was like, okay, anybody can be a knight. You got Estelle practically running around in lingerie. She's a knight. Oh my god. 114,000 damage. That's crazy. Let me see. What else we got? Ooh, even more damage. More damage. You betting that Elvira will be a knight? Possibly. I'm very interested to see what her kit's going to be. Okay, there's a kill. No, I don't think that counts as a kill because it was the pop that killed. Oh no, it did 200,000 damage. Woo! None of these do anything for me. We have Saria that looks like a mage or a soul weaver, but she's a ranger. Yeah, and we have Bologna, who is the strongest mage in all of Azera. Has voice lines like, I'll show you the greatest magic, and she's a ranger. We have Cerise, who looks so much like a mage that she had to pull out her mage staff and draw it back like a bow to show that she was really a ranger. Here, look at the 4th debuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's a warrior in game, huh? Oh wait, who is this? Dark Warrior. So Ob's dark in the in-game? Yeah, somehow I mean, they bothered to put this Prey unique effect in, so there's a very good chance that this Prey will be part of Ob's kit. Greatly decreases evasion. Yeah, expect to say this. Mage Warrior. Say cheese. Unique effect. Attacked by a piercing tag. This is Fumi, or this is Elvira, right? Stun, Sleep, Fear, and Say Cheese. Okay, I guess this is Ob. The tentacle thing made me think of Fumir. Pow, pow, pow. Upgraded Xeno. Yeah, we can't have a free unit be that popular. We gotta power creep it. Guys, remember, that's just the in-game kit. In the in-game boss fight, Bellion had built-in injury and bombs. You don't see either of that on her kit currently, so yeah. Front row Defiance, too late for you, bub. Oh my god, more damage stacking. Could be Elvira herself, no. The Say Cheese. Nah, the Say Cheese is definitely an Ob thing. She's got her little clamshell camera. This is the last floor, guys. We're going to be able to do it. All these extra hits into Rowana could be a problem. All these extra hits into Rowana are no longer problems. 100,000 damage. Okay, those of you who are struggling to clear Auto Tower, put her on some jank lifesteal set, stack the right devices, and you can solo your first hard, ultra hard mode Auto Tower on full auto with Rihanna and Luciella. Freaking hilarious. Is it possible to solo with Seaside Bologna? You might struggle on some of the elemental phases. But, yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I've soloed Auto Tower with lots of units. My favorite was Navy Captain Landy. She solos it pretty easily. Green Violet solos it very easily. Green Charles can solo it. So yeah, you could maybe make it happen. My favorite was stacking all burn units and just burninating the entire tower. Burn the tower down. Just watching the pop damage is very satisfying. All right. So this was the silliness of silly RNL that we built. You're never going to. This was just for Auto Tower. It was just for Auto Tower. You're not really going to build your RNL like this. In fact, let's put her back the way she belongs. There we go. Mind showing you my Seaside Bologna build? I don't think she's built. I don't use her. I haven't used her in years. Yeah, neither of them are built. This would be like my RTA build. You know, a little bit more bulk would be nice. 100% crit, some damage, a little bit of effectiveness. Rangar Special Drink, Pursuit Set, Lifesteal. This is probably the most common PvP build for her, and nobody uses her for PvP. Most people just use her to assist with Wyvern or to help clear some PvE content. But if you want to try to use her, this is the way. Oh yeah, my Requiem Rowana. Recro's a work of art. I like my Recro. What do you think? Enough effectiveness to stick it and enough damage to do some damage. There's two different versions of Requiem Rowana. There's the full damage build like this, and then there's a full effectiveness build, which is probably about 1,000 less attack and 100 more effectiveness. I haven't used a PvE Bologna in forever because I came up with a better Wyvern build, but probably would want to build her something like... something in this vicinity. She just need to be over 167 speed to cut the ads, and then it's all attack and damage after that. She needs more effectiveness. I gotta figure out where to find the effectiveness is all. Let's see. So we would want to go for 65% effectiveness, a little bit of speed. The rest is into damage. More. Less. It's too slow. God damn it. Force the effectiveness up. Pull that down. Too fast. There you go. There's your PvE Seaside Bologna. Between 160 speed and actually she could have less crit chance because we're taking her into Wyvern. Well, if I wanted to min-max it, I'd try to get her to 85% crit chance, but you get what I'm angling for, right? 65% effectiveness or higher, 85% crit chance, and as much damage you can build, and try to keep her in that 170 to 190 speed range to speed tune her into your Wyvern team, and she's your principal defense breaker. And backup damage. She also clears the trash mobs on stage 1 when you're not doing otherworldly. But yeah, I just... not a super commonly used unit anymore. Let's rake in the stuff. Shadow Company done. What are we buying? Let's buy these. Definitely buy these. Sure, we can buy some coinage. Starfall coins, get me some charms. Speaking of charms, let's get the charms. Blue boxes are always worth. Could always get the blue boxes. Never have enough charms. Let's just buy out all the charms. Probably the most important thing in here is charms. What else do we have left? Oh, mod boxes. Gimme. I guess we'll grab these. If you are relatively new, these are very, very, very good buys. Once you hit the end game, you will have so many of these, you will not know what to do with yourself, and you won't need to buy them. But when you're relatively new, catalysts are a major roadblock, so you definitely want those. This is gateway to 5 stars. If you're mid or late game, you're star for molas. You're really starting to refine your heroes. You're building dupes. You're going through lots of molas. Once you hit the end game, molas won't be a big problem for you anymore. But up until the end game, you will need tons of molas. New players need catalysts. Mid game players need mola. Late game players need charms and gold. That's kind of the way of it, right? I guess we'll go for these gear boxes. Maybe we'll get lucky with these things. How much currency do I have left? 195. Fuck it. I guess we get the mola. Get some mola. 35 left. Some gold. Done and done. You can't buy out the entire shop. You do have to make decisions. You do have to make choices on what you're going to get and what you're not going to get. I don't like it, but it's the way it is. Smilegate needs to fix it so that if you do everything, you can buy out the shop. I think that gives us one last 10 pull. It does, guys. Lucky 10 pull. Let's go. That doesn't look promising. Oh, something broke. Something broke. Hellcutter. Oh, something else going to break. Oh. GG. Has Smilegate ever put out a survey to see what units the community wants buffed? Not that I'm aware of. Is there another way to get the silver exclusive equipment currency than Hall Trials and Shadow Company? Yes. Sometimes they put it in some packs. I know there was some in the Rihanna Luciella packs, which aren't available anymore. Oh yeah, here they are. It was, there's some in here somewhere. Can't look at them, can I? Annoying. One of these packs had some in it. I'm pretty sure one of these packs had some in it. I think it did. Anyway, I think there was some in here. What item? He's talking about, Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? He's talking about this stuff, the Fate Gazes. I'm pretty sure there was some Fate Gaze in the RNL pack. Is there any in the Milestone or Radiance? Nope, none here. There's in the Dash Pass for weeks 5 and 6. Oh, yeah. Conveniently timed around, yeah, right here. Conveniently timed around about a week after the balance patch goes live, right? Balance patch announced, balance patch goes live, and then you'll be able to get these from here. So yeah, there is some in here. Oh, did you guys notice this? I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but you notice during week 6, you can do your dailies and get leafs every single mission on every single day. And on week 5, you can get leafs on every single mission. On week 4, you can get leafs. And week 3, you can get leafs. And even on week 1, we all got leafs. But next week, go F yourself. No leafs for you. Do you think, is it because there's a buff event next week that they decided we didn't need a bunch of free leafs? So we'll be like, oh, no free leafs. I guess I gotta buy Burning Passion packs. Nah, they wouldn't do that, right? Hey, there's at least a single leaf for doing your arena, but everything else, I mean, it's not a lot, right? It's only 4 leafs. It's just weird that every single week, we get 5 leafs, 5 leafs, 5 leafs, 5 leafs, 1 leaf. I don't get it, but here we are. Okay, we got some more bottles. Let's run this in. Let me see. We're at 160. So if we dash, I'm going to dash this, take myself all the way up here, get myself a charm, and 60. I have confidence in you, Ob. Those tiny little pencil legs, you're not going to fall down. Go get it. Good job. Good job. Okay. We're gamblers. We're gamblers, and we believe in Ob. We believe in her. We believe in her. Oh, hell yeah, girl. Oh, hell yeah. We don't believe in you that much now. We're going to protect this run. Get us up to 190. Oh, my God. Look how good she is. Look how good she is. Ooh. Ooh. Coin toss time. You've been doing good, Ob. You can do this. Don't listen to the haters. I believe in you. Oh, no! We were so close. We were so close. If you still have World Arena to do Orbis Guide, there's 160 Fate Gazes on Arena 5. Oh, okay, there you go. So, your journey through World Arena, I can't find it, but on week 5 there was some Fate Gazes in there. So yeah, you could do this. Ooh, we need 1 World Arena to get us a charm. Let's do 1 World Arena to get us a charm. Wow, that was fast. Was that fast? I think it was fast. Warriors do X, nobody cares. I have a video which helps you get to 200 Mori the chime. You want me to add it? If it's Mori's video, I've seen it. We'll do Zio. Oh, there's an arrow to see the previous challenges? Gotcha. No toes. All feet, no toes. Arby. Arby. Do we care about Arby, guys? Are we worried about Arby? Oh no, it's Balion. I guess we're not picking Oddwig. Straysbriar last now. Basically served this one up to me on a silver platter. You got this from the light ticket? Hey, congrats on your C Pavel. That's a fun unit. I got a Techron. And I think both of my K-Rons are triple S, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with that Techron. Oop. This is where he bans Strays, thinking that I don't have any DPS if he gets rid of Strays, although he's going to be looking hard at that Briar, thinking about his Resurrection units here. Yep. They always assume the Strays is the only DPS. Not having Soul Burns is a little dodgy, but we'll see what we can do here. Who needs the Giga damage? You know what? Just in case, let's take a chonk out of you. Show me drink. Oh no. Oh shit, guys! We moved the drink onto Bologna to show that guy what a built Bologna looks like. I don't think she's on drink. Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh, good. We put it back. No, we didn't. That was just her normal pop. Man, we might be screwed. We got rid of his no toast, though. If we hit this Arby, I think we're golden. We did not hit the Arby. Ouch! Don't decrescent me. Fuck. Gadoosh. I don't know why I bothered burning that. I guess because what else we saving the souls for? Chonk. Oh no! She's not wearing drink, guys. It's not real. Don't counter me. No, don't hit Zio. No, don't kill Zio. Okay, at least he did one of the three things I asked him. Pop, and triple torrent Zio for the win! Let's go. Wow, that was unfortunate. Yikers. Okay, she'll work a little better now. Yay, that was so worth the 5 charms. Is there a good arena defense team? No. This is the one I'm using right now, and it's working pretty well until a couple of days ago. I mean, it was hanging in there at like 37%. I thought we finally had a good arena defense, right? This looks like miserable, right? Like, how do you beat this and everything? And then it turns out anybody who puts Zeo onto a team, you can just use Saria and young Senya. That's it. You run Hecate just in case there's a reviver. The only reason Shuri is here is to make sure that my Senya, who's 226 speed, goes before my Saria, who's 220 speed. So I got the speed imprint just, it's the only reason Shuri's here at all. It's just to make sure my young Senya's faster. Because watch it, right? Their Zeo goes first. And he always targets the fastest unit, so he goes into young Senya. Which activates no bullying. And if they got a crappy unit in the front, it just pops from the pop damage. Almost killed her. And then we push up. And now his Ludwig doesn't get a chance to take a turn. That was enough BS so that I could S3 and then just flip the bird. And because she is on Yuna's artifact, Otherworldly Machine, she ignores damage share and everything just dies. Oh, except the Odwig, who lived with 288 health. Isn't that wild? 288 health. Fine. Just kill him. Boop, boop, boop. Just S1 heck. Nah, I don't know if I'd have killed through the barrier, and you can't see his souls in arena. So yeah, literally just been farming anybody that's running Zeo on their defense, just farming them with this team. It's kind of hilarious. Pop would kill. My Hecate doesn't do pop on her S1. No bullying. You got wrong artifact on? No, I got the right artifact on. I got Thorn of a Blue Rose. Her best in slot. Flipping him the bird. That's the wrong arty. No, Thorn of the Blue Rose is the best in slot for Hecate. If you want to run her with Odwig. Look at that. Because I had Thorn of the Blue Rose, I was able to sober in this S3. For real, if you want your Ludwig to, if I'm using the Ludwig team, I'm stacking souls. I'll probably put her back on a good DP on her own artifact later. But for like teams like this, right, where I'm using this team. Hang on, I gotta fix my Odwig. Oh my god, I can't fix my Odwig because I did all the Luna bullshit. Let's see, hang on. Manage. Weakening. What weakening piece were you on? Was it this one? Was it I think it was this one. Cookie, which one is it? Left or right, Cookie? It's left, right? Left, right, left, right. We going with the right side? You had left. Okay, I had left. I think it's right's nice though. 21 more ER and only losing 8 effectiveness for it. I think I'm going right now. Okay, and put you on your own artifact. Ah. Okay, so this is why you run him on Thorn of the Blue Rose. You guys ready for this? $800 HP? Yeah, but he never takes damage, so who cares? Boop. And then we S3. Ludwig double pushes. We get a push, and then she gets to do that. See all these souls we got? Yeah, we are up to 50 souls. We S3. $60 souls. Queen's Whistle. And who gets this? Who gets this? Who gets this? You can have this, Biblis. Brap, brap, pow! I don't want to activate you, so let's kill your ass. Pop. Oh, come on. Go around the horn again because it's fun. Yeah, his stun effect acts like an artifact. It hits on a miss. Which is why there are some people who are like, maybe I'll put him on a weakening, or on the weakening set to take that 40% even higher. If you want to run him on control, go for it. Boop. Show me. Ooh, this one's interesting with her. The speed. Will this work? This might fail. Let's give it a try. But yeah, your best bet for defenses is just if you fight one that you can't beat, set it to your defense, and then look how people beat you, and you'll know how to beat those defenses. The biggest winning defenses are the ones that trick and fool people, right? The ones that like people that put RNL and Witch Tenebria on the same team, hoping to bait people like me using Moon Bunny, and then their Witch is faster than their RNL. That's a really good bait team. In fact, if I pulled a second RNL, I would probably build a slower, probably an injury one like Cookie, because I kind of like some of his villain tactics. And then I would destroy anybody trying to use Moon Bunny offenses against me by having my Witch go first and lock them down. But yeah, your goal is not to have a good defense. Your goal is to have a defense that makes people go, one of these other ones looks easier. If your opponent looks at your defense and then looks at the other two defenses and chooses one of the other two, that's the best defense. It's not the one. I would rather have a 10% win rate where only 20 people attack me in a week than have a 30% win rate where 50 people attack me in a week. Because one of them, I'm actually keeping my score a lot better than the other. Unless you have a 50% win rate, your losses are still lowering your overall score, so it's better to just not be attacked. All right, how much damage is this going to do? What do you guys think? That's a lot of souls. 10, 20, 30, 39 souls. Pow! It's so satisfying. So satisfying. But, ooh, Cavil's interesting. Let's see if I take her off and put her back on her normal artifact. Here, I guess you can have this one. It's just 10 fewer souls, which means instead of doing 30k, I do like 25k damage, I think. Which is fine, but occasionally Nodos survives it, and my Hecate's got more cleanup work to do. Bird's Eye, lots of souls. Moon Bunny on this. And then push him back up. And how about we stun you? Nope. Pop. Well, you know, it's fine, but, you know, I could have done a little bit more damage with the pop, right? Let's just kill this. And also, there's no souls for Hecate on her turn. There's no soul burn S3, but it's okay. We still killed. Wait, why didn't I get a? Why didn't I? Oh, my artifact didn't proc on Ludwig. That's why I didn't have the soul burn. Free to play artifact, guys. I don't think it's enough, but it'll get her close. It might be. Yeah, there we go. Pow, pow. Is weakening set a must on this Ludwig? No, but it greatly helps. It's nice to have that lockdown. But for people that are literally doing the cleave wigs, speed set sometimes is better. All you're doing is adding 15% to his lockdown skill, and every once in a while that lockdown skill is important, but speed set works just fine. I said it before, I'm not a huge fan of the new sets. I think Weakening set and Fervor set are probably the second and third most useless sets in the game. I think only Revenge set is worse. Incoming. I hope this defense helps you guys out with Zeo Ludwig defenses. Just make sure she's on Otherworldly Machine if you want to take her into Lady of the Scales. And just make sure your young Senya is the fastest unit on your defense. And if you don't have Hecate, run Sinful Angelica. She's just there to stop revivers like Arby. And your final unit can be an extra DPS. Put Green Vildred in there. If you can build your Senya faster than your Saria, Green Vildred. I'm probably going to go ahead and pick up another Saria from a selector ticket and just build her triple torrent to run with this team, and then I can ditch. I don't have Senya or Hecate any replacements. Hecate, any revive blocker. So Bryceria, Sinful Angelica, they work fine. And Senya, you're going to use a selector ticket to get Senya. She's a limited unit you want on your account. So in week 5 or week 6, you've got one of your options for your selector tickets knocked out. My 2 cents. If there's another limited you think you want more, go for it. But yeah, she's kind of required for this. Yeah, new players get young. Yeah, if you're new, you will get young Senya for free doing your milestone irradiance. So if you started the game in 2026, what you meant to say is, I don't have young Senya yet. Do you consider Abed Ludwig a must pull? I'm on a new account now. Just put him on your wish list. He's fun. He is a lot of fun, but he is definitely not somebody you should miss out on the summer units for, especially as a new player, because there'll be a summer rerun as well. You're staring down the barrel of upwards of 5 limited units across the next 5 weeks. You're going to want to make sure you don't waste your bookmarks. Senya or Renak? Ooh, Do you have Rihanna and Luciella? If you have Rihanna and Luciella, I might go Senya just to give yourself some good Harsetti answers. If you don't have Rihanna and Luciella, then I would probably lean towards Renak. The reason is if he's relatively new, guys, and he's got Rihanna and Luciella, he's not going to be able to build his Renak, not for a while. They both want the exact same gear, pretty much. So I would just get one speed opener. I have RNL and young Senya. I just got Senya stuff yesterday. Congrats. Here you go, Senya. Hold this. Renak doesn't want full crit. Neither does RNL. I mean, she does, but it only takes like 40 or 50% crit to max her out. Remember, you get her imprints for free, and she's loaded with like 50 some odd % crit after her imprints. You're just gonna S1. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna S1 here. Chop, chop. Oh my god, I got counterattacked. Oh my god, I got crit. Pop. You can go to sleep. Boop. Oh my god, she resisted me. I need to put some effectiveness on my bunny. Will you stop countering me? Renak doesn't need any crit, really. You're building her mostly for her pop damage, more than her damage. Chop, chop. Stop countering me. It's getting old. Correct, no name. New players get Renak, Ahmed, Young Senya, all for free through the milestone irradiance. So make sure if you're started your account 2026, you don't use those limited selectors on units that you will just pick up for free down the road. This is my Renak. You don't care if she crits. You just want her to go fast and to blow things up with the pop damage. A little bit of bulk, a little bit of attack, whole bunch of speed. In fact, she could have no bulk and no attack as long as you got the speed. You want her to go first. She has got to have her artifact. Young Senya does not need her artifact. Renak kinda does. So make sure you get the artifact if you're going to get her. This is not built right. This is still not built right. Somebody stole some gear from her. I'm gonna have to look around, see who stole gear from her. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's supposed to be 315. I got to figure her out. She's supposed to be 315. I once encountered a speedy 30k HP Renok. Remember, her Pilfer steals some of those stats, so it's entirely possible that she like S3 to Giga tanky unit and stole a bunch of those stats. But yeah, people that build like super tanky Renoks, you know, they'll run slower Renoks, build them super tanky. That can mess with some people. Ooh, this one will be tricky. If that Renok's super fast, we could be in trouble. Ow, 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 ow. No bullying. I don't know if we're going to cut. I don't know if we're going to cut that RNL, guys. It's going to be tight. Ludwig, you going to, or sorry, you going to cut here? What are they talking about? Of course we cut. Of course we cut. It's a 50% CR push on top of a 20% CR push. We cut anything. Flip him the bird, Saria. Like into a chipper shredder. Goodbye. I mind showing you my damage, Zeo? Yeah, sure. It's just triple torrent. The trickiest thing about a triple torrent Zeo is getting the speed on him. You want at least 235 speed. I would rather him be closer to 240. There he is. 234. He's a little bit slow. That's why I got my secondary Zeo. If I'm fighting somebody and I am worried that I'm going to get outsped, maybe they've dropped Rihanna and Luciella and a speed imprint and stuff, I gotta go with the faster Zeo. But the slow Zeo is really nice. And the reason the faster Zeo is built like this is with the barrier and the bulk and stuff, sometimes he can survive. Sometimes he can survive to still do his tricks if he's targeted. I need to get some more ER on him. Hey, look, a revenge set piece that I kept because it's got freaking 19 speed on it. Revenge set. How to build a 3F Bellion? You can build her really fast on Pursuit set with mediocre health. You want high health to the Pursuit set's pop damage is proportional to your health, so you want lots of health. This one doesn't have a ton of health, but she's giga fast, so she'll take multiple turns, triggering the Pursuit set into the 3F, and because she cycles so quickly, I get lots of extra damage. Alternately, you can go with a counter set one. She's a lot slower, so I'm relying on my counters triggering the hits, which activate the Pursuit set into the 3F. And she's got higher HP because I need those hits to be more impactful, so I got her closer to 30k. It's kind of the two different versions of her.
Well, guys, war never changes. So I want to thank you all.
I think I use the speed version more than anything else because I like to cycle her and be able to soul burn her when it's ready. But the counter one is especially nasty if you're running with Parsetti. Would I prefer 240 speed, 200 effectiveness, 100 res Ludwig, or 250, 100 by 100? Honestly, I think the 240 might be fine. I think that's faster than mine, actually. No, mine's 250. I didn't show. He has to see 3F. He has to see 3F Bellions. The injury Bellion can't be run on 3F. She has to have Elbrus. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I would rather. I know I would run this Ludwig because of the way I'm playing him, where I'm playing him aggressively to cleave and stuff. If you're running a slower Ludwig, you want the higher effectiveness because you're running him more as a control unit. I think I'm going to say I would prefer the 250 speed one of those two. I think I would prefer the 250 speed one, but try to get a little more effectiveness than just 100 on him. You don't need 200, but try to get like into the 150 range. 100 effectiveness feels really bad. How much HP defense should Ludwig have? If you're cleaving with him, it doesn't matter. Enough that if Setsuka hits him, right, because he S1s, then Setsuka attacks, then he does his big pop damage, and you don't want Setsuka to crit. I know it's opposite element, but it can happen, and for Lethal Whispers to proc, and for it to hit again and kill. So I think at least like 11, 12k health to survive the random RNG Setsuka smash. Setsuka should miss, but she doesn't. She's got a 50-50 chance to hit. And I used to run my Ludwig with about 10k health and a freaking I lost multiple times to a Lethal Whisper Setsuka double tap where she crit both times. So yeah, I think at least 11, 12k health to survive the random RNG Setsuka hit, or you know, or the random RB slapback, you know, things like that. But more than that, you don't need. Now, if you're running a slower Bruiser Ludwig, you're running him as part of a control comp, then a little bit more ass. How much speed on him? 240 plus. 244 to be exact. 244. He gets a 20% CR push, so you can do the math. So if he is 244 speed divided by 0.8, he'll push up to a 305 pole position. So if you want him to cut a 305 speed unit, you want your Zeo to go, and Ludwig will cut up ahead of up to basically where a 305 unit would be. If you want him to be able to cut up and get ahead of RNLs, you want him a little faster. 250 divided by 1.2. Oops, 250 divided by 0.8. That'll get him up to a 312 pole position. So it's all about how you're tuning him, how fast you're making him. Yeah, if you're running him to kill teams, then you just need enough bulk to survive the random slapback, and the effectiveness is just icing on the cake to help lock things down. You know, nothing sucks worse than you S3 and you don't quite kill Nodos, and then he takes a turn. It's nice to have that silence on him. But if you're not caring about effectiveness, then why even care about weakening set? Just build them on a speed set. Literally just go do this. Right? There you go. Perfect Ludwig. He's tankier. He's got the speed that I need. Hell, I could do this. And he's even better. Literally a better Ludwig. If you don't care about the effectiveness, then you don't care about the control. And if you don't care about the control, you're just using him as a nuke bot. Just do speed set and save your ass some farming time, so you don't have to waste your time farming Otherworldly Breach, getting garbage gear. To each their own. As long as you get the stat line, he's doing the job you want him to do. Now, if you want to use him for the control aspect, getting that weakening set for 100% chance on his skills, because remember, it's not just this that you're getting up to 100% chance, right? It's not just this. And I know I'm missing the last one. It's going, when he gets to Friendship 15, I'll use his mola to get that. Am I Friendship 15 yet? No. Once I'm Friendship 15, I'm going to use these. Oh. Never mind. I forgot. He gets a freaking portrait. Okay, well, I guess we are going to mola that right now. But anyway, like I was saying, it's not just getting this to 100%. It's also getting this from 25 up to 40% chance to stun on his S1. And remember, it's 40%, then an AoE 40%. So it's a pretty high success rate to stun things. And that's really nice for disruption. But if you're just using them as a nuke bot, just as a cleave bot, speed set is fine. Better. Don't care. Oh, and mind you guys, this damage does not impact his pop damage. This is just literally the S1 hit. So you're going from like, I don't know, doing 350 damage to doing 380 damage with the S1. Please don't waste 5, 8, 9, 10. Please don't waste 11 Molagora doing anything to his S1. Don't mola his S1 at all. Just his S2 and S3. It's the only place he is a plus 10 unit. Why not plus 15 him? Because being a gacha gamer, I am... You know the reason I have that much Molagora? Is because I don't make foolish choices. This is a game of resource management. If you manage your resources well, the game is a lot easier. You wind up with enough charms to do the things that you want to do because you farm the right things. You don't spend stuff just because you have it. Spend stuff because you need it. And that's a giga waste of Mola. It's the reason that I will forever stare at a freaking red dot on my stupid DN. No, DN? Is it DN? No. Yeah, here we go, right? So I could get my DN to friendship 15 and get 3 of these things so that I could mola my DN, right? And then I go to mola my DN, and where am I going to put those 3 Molagora? I'll never buy it. In fact, I've got them. I've got 3 already from when she hit Friendship 10, and I'm never using it because I have to spend a real Molagora along with these 3 to use it. So I can never use these things where I waste a Molagora because everybody knows you want 10% more damage on DN's S1. So ridiculous. Do you have an infographic with the best in slot sets or for main stats for each character? No, but you do. Did you know this? Did you know that underneath your armor right here is this cool little button? It's got a sword, shield, and lightning bolt right here. And if you click on it, you can go to view statistics. And if you click view statistics, it'll open on your phone or it'll take you to this page if you're a PC client. And it will show you that DN mostly likes speed set. Like pretty much everybody says speed set. And then you can do resist as a secondary set or HP or immunity. And it shows you the percentage of people that are using resist, health, and immunity. And you can also go and look at her exclusive equipment and see most people like her number 3 exclusive equipment, with about 20% people liking the number 2, and nobody uses the number 1 exclusive equipment. And you can check out her artifacts and see most people like her on Rod of Amaryllis, but a good percentage of people also like her on Unfading Memories. And there's a handful of holdouts that still run her on Celestine for reasons, I guess, those S1 damage Celestine users. So that info is actually like right there in the game for you. And if that's not good enough, you want to take it a step further, you click on the same thing, you go to view reviews, and it'll take you to this page, and you can click this little sword and shield icons up here, and you can see how other people have him built. This is Frost's DN. He's got 300 speed and a shit ton of ER. He's running her on resist set. This guy, he's running her much, much slower, but she's bulkier with even more ER. This guy is running an HP. That's why he's going super bulky and mid-range speed. He's using the Eternus artifact. So you can kind of see like how other people have them built. So yeah, you have your own resource to see what the generally accepted preferred sets are, and then also to see what the popular builds are. Oh, poor DN, somebody stole your shoes. Look how pissed off she is about it. I'm curious about this one. Most people are going counter on her. Not injury and not speed. Most people are going counter. What about Harsetti? Destruction is about, oh wow, just the straight up damage Harsettis. Destruction and then injury, health, and injury crit. Yeah, so the damage Harsettis are the most popular ones. Because I guarantee these injury builds are also built giga damage. All right, guys. It's late. I'm going to wrap it up and go get some very, very late lunch. Any last minute questions that you want to see? Any things you want to do gigafast before we wrap things up? Weakening Harseti is what I'm going to go for. Yeah, if you want to go with a control Harseti, I just think damage Harsetis are much more in vogue. But if you want to go with a disruption control Harseti, go for it. But I think if you're picking Harseti, you want her to really chip down the enemy because they're probably going to tank down against you and try to outlast you. And having an injury or a damage Harseti can really overcome that. What do you recommend buying in the guild shop? The artifacts. The artifacts. Let's see here. Tristen, I got Sage Ball and Sazan. What should I do with him? Stick him in the waiting room. Hope he gets a buff. You can build him relatively fast with a chunk of effectiveness and HP on him and use him as counter cleave, but there is usually better counter cleave units out there. Replacement for Arya and Hall of Trials. You use a selector ticket and you get Arya. She's going to be very hard to replace. You would need to run... she's like the only unit that gives AoE evasion or AoE stealth. That's going to be really hard to replace. You could put Ludwig on Guiding Light to give him stealth, and then you could run... It's just going to be hard, guys. It's going to be hard. I think you just have to put a stealth unit in her place and suffer with the lower score. She's really kind of required until we come up with new tech. But you get some selector tickets this week and next week. Just grab yourself an Arya, slap her in Grace of Growth, get your Hall Trials done, and be happy you have her later because she always pops up. She always has some kind of niche PvE use somewhere. Zahak build. I don't know that my Zahak's built. Let me look. I guess he kind of is. 5 to 10 more speed on him. 4K 300. This artifact's nasty for stealing souls. Really good into free runs, but really any damage artifact works. But yeah, this is a Zahak. In a world of Zahaks, this is definitely one. For those of you who've never seen it, I'm going to ruin Zahak for you. You ready for this? Stare into the eyes of the abyss. Check out that wrist. Zahak's made of rubber. You didn't even know it. Now you'll never be able to unsee it. Green Vildred. Most people run their Vildred about 240, 250 speed, but I'm a cleaver. I'm using him as cleave support, so I went with the triple torrent nuclear Vildred. I might build I might use a selector ticket to start building a second Vildred to go faster, but it's so hard with the speed imprint requirements on them, so yeah, is what it is. But a 240, 250 speed Vildred, if you're wanting to do damage, have him react, bridge up, and S3. This one's a little bit harder to play that game with, but when he reacts, he absolutely obliterates things, so that's kind of good too. I'll look into that. Maybe I'll make maybe some kind of guide, like, you know, it's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be a long fucking guide, dude. Long guide. There's like 345 units in this game. What is this holotrial team? Tam and Clarissa. It's Ludwig or Bologna in the back, Tamarin, so that you got your AoE hitter. You gotta have Arya in the front for stealth, and then you need a unit that stacks 3 debuffs with 100 effectiveness. Probably Surin is the safest. Haste on weakening set also works. The whole reason that I used Clarissa is because of the existence of this artifact that gives me this artifact that gives me plus 10% attack to allies. Made him hit harder. Most of you, yeah, most use Clarissa because Clarissa hits harder, but the problem with Clarissa is even if you put her on a weakening set, it's still a 15% chance to fail at the break phase. So you got two 15% checks. And if you don't put her on weakening set, you got two 30% checks to just fail the run. But she's got an attack imprint, and she can wear the artifact that gives attack to your team. That's why most have used her, is to get that damage. Surin is significantly easier because Surin, it's just guaranteed to get the 4 bleeds. There's no RNG to it at all. Haste on effectiveness you don't need the effectiveness circuit because you do have or ignore ER already, or not ignore ER. You have ignore 15% already in Hall of Trials, so you don't need the effectiveness circuit. What you do need is 100% effectiveness though, because she's got 100 ER, and you need to have the weakening set on them, or you are suffering 15% RNG. Can't run Surin with Arya. 2 mages. Surin's a thief, my dude. No, you want Fire Surin because you want the bleeds. Well, you want it's 2 bleeds and decreased attack, right? 2 to 4 bleeds, but you just need 3 debuffs. So that's 2 bleeds and a decreased attack, so it's guaranteed. What about Robin? You can't run Robin. Robin's a ranger, and you need the ranger slot to be taken up by Ludwig or Bologna. Yep, no rangers. Well, I mean, you don't have to run, but you give up HP, you give up 70% crit chance, you give up ignore ER or ignore 15%, all kinds of crap you give up on. Oh, and for all the people that are saying, what if I don't have Ludwig? What if I don't have, then you just use Bologna. And the difference is when you've got the damage stacks, you use Bologna's AoE skills. When you don't have the damage stacks, you use Bologna. So it's probably going to be S1, S3, S2, or if you time it right, S2, S3, S2. And your score should still be respectable. But other than that, it runs exactly the same as the other team. Exactly the same. People are like, well, will you do a video on it? I was like, you want me to do the exact same video? I mean, I can. That's what you guys really want. Can I get 5 more GOG slots? Grace of Growth slots. All right, guys. We'll wrap it up and we'll send you guys over to see Baka. He is doing his arena push, man. Baka is impressing the hell out of me. This guy came here from Etheria. He's been playing this game. I think he's been playing this game less time than you, Beardy. And he is freaking up here in Emperor, putting the threat on Legend. Yeah, 2 months. 2 months, and look at this guy's score, 3458. He's chilling out at rank 208. He's on the cusp of Legend with a 2-month-old account. Now, don't get me wrong. He spent a little bit, but don't deny that this guy has got almost 4,000 games under his belt. So anyway, go say hi to Baka, show him some support and love. If you got a Prime hanging out there, drop it on him. Super good guy. Really deserves way more viewers than he's currently got. He's Scottish too. All right, guys. If you need anything, hit me up in Discord. Remember, I will be at Anime Expo almost all of next week from like the 1st to the 6th, so I won't be streaming unless I'm able to from my mobile. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
Left, and I see like do this, and it's already the next one.